Alright, let's get into it. So, we have a slate of 5 games today, with coming into the week 3. Pat Foley with Team Fasterthanruggs is up 2-0 in the entire league, 2-0. No one's close to him. Playoff percentage of 85% right now. Worst team in the league right now is Team Smith, Ian Smith, with the worst possible luck of all time. He is 0-2 currently. Even though, points for, he's not even close to last. That would be going to Kevin Bagnell, who is barely a scorer. In the points against, this dude, Mitch, is getting scored on so much, but he decides to put up all these points. So, Team Smith is the one losing. Coming into the week, we're going to start off with yours truly. Damn, my bad. Yours truly, Billy Arnold, Better Call Hall, going up against Team Nuts and Kevin Bagnell. Now, coming into the week, it was kind of flipped. Really, Kevin had the projected total by a lot, but I made some questionable moves, starting Jared Goff over Joe Burrow. You know, Pat Freiermuth barely put anything. The Steelers' defense absolutely sucked. But meanwhile, Darrell Henderson put up 1.7 points for Kevin Bagnell. The Chargers' defense lost him 6 points. But yet, with Travis Kelce dropping almost 18 points and Lamar Jackson having an absolute masterclass, dropping 40, and the rest of his team dropping all over 13 points, although Jake Elliott dropping 6, he still put out the win. Now, even if I would have to have the perfect starting lineup with CeeDee Lamb in there, if I had a CeeDee Lamb over Gabe Davis, I would still have to have Joe Burrow start over Jared Goff, which means Kevin Bagnell surely won this game easily. He's going to be improving to 2-1 on the year. Next game up, the biggest thriller of the week. Team Smith going down to lose Sasshole. Ian Smith versus Owen Sherman. Owen Sherman pulls out the dub by 0.3 points. 3 fucking tenths. Coming into the game, Owen was down by 13. Zeke needed 13 points to win. The only player left. And Zeke drops 14.5 with 73 yards and a 1 rushing touchdown. Owen was 1 point away after Zeke scored a touchdown. Then he caught one catch for 2 yards and won Owen the game. Huge week. Now Ian had a really great week. Put up some numbers, except for Darren Waller and Robbie Anderson, but we all have the bad weeks, you know. Owen put up horrible numbers. Kareem Hunt not even dropping 10. Tyreek Hill barely dropping 5. Brandon Cooks at 4. Evan Ingram under 4. But Amari Cooper dropped 23 and Josh Allen dropped 26. With Zeke dropping 14.5, which pushed Owen over the edge. Owen had the perfect starting lineup except for Brandon Ayuk, but he still won, so it does not really matter. And Ian could have started Aaron Rodgers over Tom Brady. Would have gotten him the win. Could have started Damian Harris over Robbie Anderson, who had 1 catch. Could have gotten him the win. J.D. McKissick over Robbie Anderson. Could have gotten him the win. I think Ian is the unluckiest person in the entire league so far. So, going into Team Smith, we're going to look at his other schedule. If I can get to the schedule, holy balls. Just click on Team Smith. Okay, you know what? There we go. Going into Team Smith's full schedule, he has had all extremely close games. Look at these. Unluckiest man in the league. This is sad. This is genuinely sad. Week 1, plays yours truly. Loses by 3 points due to Javonte Williams and Courtland Sutton, both having extremely mid games. So he's like, you know what? It's okay. I still have next week. Plays Mitch. Team balls Skierski. loses by 3 points yet again. This man has just not had any good luck at all. It's sad. At this point, I feel horrible for him. And then coming into week 3, he's like, alright, I gotta win in this game, right? I gotta win this game. And he doesn't. I feel horrible for this man. Prayers up to Ian Smith. I went really deep in that game. You know, these are two just really mid teams. Going into the matchup of the brothers, the biggest rivalry in the entire league. Team Fasterthanruggs versus Team Rosa Parx. Pat Foy versus Colin Foy. We got Mr. Fat Man with the cheeseburger, and we got Colin Foy, who forgot to log in his app the first 2 weeks, yet still pulled out a win. Just looking at you, Kevin. Dave Montgomery got 1 point for him. Mike Evans? None. Because he forgot to bench him. He was suspended. So, an easy win by Pat Foy with a Jalen Hurts 27 points. Saquon Barkley 22.6. Marquise Brown 28. He didn't even need 22 points by Saquon Barkley coming in Monday night. Yet Saquon still did it for him. He benched people that he shouldn't have benched. George Kittle only dropped 6 points. That is not good at all. Could have put Tyler Higbee in there. Would have had a much better game. And Jamar Chase really shit the bed. Could have put Alan Lazar, got 2 extra points. But does it really matter? No, because he pulled out the convincing win. Team Fasterthanruggs, looking like the best team in the league. No one has come close to him this year. Looking at his entire schedule so far this year, an easy win over Lou Sasshole. An easy win over How I Metcalf Your Mother. And then an easy win over Team Rosa Parx. Is Team Fasterthanruggs the favorites this year? In my opinion, I believe they are. They have made tied with the most moves in the entire league with TJ Cockenson. They both have 3. Coming into the team, How I Metcalf Your Mother versus Team Tuck. An extremely close game, only 10-point differential. Patrick Mahomes, 17 points. AJ Brown, 19.5, and DK Metcalf, the heart and soul of How I Metcalf Your Mother, pulled out the dub, all scoring over 17 points. Jacoby Myers got hurt. No points at all. Yet he still put out the win by 10. Team Tuck, extremely unlucky. Russell Wilson has shit the bed so far for them this year. Jerry Jeudy, only 3 points. Cooper Kupp did amazing. 16.4 catches. Not amazing, but a solid performance by Cooper Kupp. Kyle Pitts, 13.7. Could have done better. But you shouldn't be arguing about that. It's the fact that this man started Jerry Jeudy in flex over Russell Gage with 24.7 points. He could have started J-Bo over Russell Wilson, and he would have won. He would have won. Started Russell Gage over Jerry Jeudy, and he would have won. This man does have DeAndre Hopkins coming back in week 6, which could be a big break for him. Team Tuck has not looked amazing this year. Mind you, they have looked solid, but they have a lot of unlocked potential that they could be unlocking. They won week 1, beating Team Skierski convincingly, in convincing fashion. Team Skierski kind of shitting the bed with Cam Akers dropping no points. This was the disappointment of the season. Cam Akers had no points at all. But Cam Akers. If we're going to look into Team Skierski really quick, we're going to ignore this game for a second. Cam Akers still sucks. Still sucks. Not 10 points now, but he still sucks. Team Skierski was extremely angry after that game. But Team Tuck did amazing with Logan Thompson at 22, the Bills defense at 18, Cooper Kupp at 31, and Jerry Jeudy at 20, easily convincing fashion. We were like, oh my god, Team Tuck could be them. But they came out the next week and lost to Lou Sasshole. Lou Sasshole, the man who had 10 wins last year, didn't win the league. Some way, somehow, didn't win the league. Losing to Team Nuts. Kev Bags. Tyreek got up 42 points for Lou Sasshole, which really fucked up Team Tuck, even though they had 2 people dropping over 31 points. Aaron Jones and Cooper Kupp. But, on the other hand, they had Jerry Jeudy drop 2, and Kyle Pitts drop 4. Jerry Jeudy has looked horrible this year. And Amari Cooper has been carrying Lou Sasshole this entire year. The entire year. Coming into the last game of the year. Oh, speaking of How I Met Your Mother, they're 1-1 now. Good job, How I Met Your Mother. The number 1 pick, Jonathan Taylor, hasn't looked amazing. But they're still about to be 2-1 on the year. Big for Team How I Met Your Mother. Coming into the last game. TJ Cockenson versus Team Skierski. Now this is a matchup between two also 1-1 teams, which is most of the league right now. But TJ Cockenson can be 2-1. The loser of the league last year, Team Skierski. Actually, is that the worst record? Team Smith was the loser of the league. Team Skierski, not a great game. They had one person drop over 13 points. That would be Mark Andrews, who had two receiving touchdowns. Kyle Ray got 13, Christian McCaffrey 13, Tony Pollard 10. Solid all around from them. But DeAndre Swift with 7. DJ Moore only 1 catch for 2 yards. What is that? What is that? You cannot be having that type of performance when you're going up against Derrick fucking Henry. 25.3 points. Big game from Derrick Henry. Now I know Mitch is angry. He does have Devontae Parker on the bench. If he started him, he had a much better chance to win. Especially if he started him over DJ Moore, who sucked. He does have an open spot. He's probably going to be claiming a quarterback in this spot because of Dak Prescott's injuries. I feel horrible for him. Elijah Mitchell's also hurt. We have a lot of injuries between these two teams, but it has not set them back too much. Now, which team has Devontae Smith? I'm 90% sure, yes. Team Nuts sat Devontae Smith. 30.9 points, yet still put out the win. I think Team Nuts has been extremely capable this year of holding their own. Even though they lost a really bad game to Team Rosa Parx, with him not even setting his lineup and still losing 4 points from Juju. Really? It's just bad. That's just bad. Even with Lamar dropping 42. Lamar is in the heart and soul of Team Nuts. Saul Goodman is looking into my fucking soul right now. I love you, Saul. Looking at the entire standings now. Team Fasterthanruggs is going to be 3-0. They haven't updated yet. I'll probably be making another video highlighting the matchups this week and looking at the standings. Team Fasterthanruggs becoming 3-0, holding the convincing lead of the entire league. Team Ta going to be 1-2, and while Team Metcalf, your mother, moving to 2-1. Lou Sasshole becoming 2-1 as well, while TJ Cockenson also improves to 2-1. This league looks the division, Puck division, looks very good this year, with them having most of the control in the league. The only team with 2 losses are going to be Team Ta. Disappointing you, Dylan. Looking at the ball division, a much weaker division, as we have Team Rosa Parx going 1-2. We have Team Smith going 0-3. This is a bad look for the ball division. Better Call Hall going 1-2, but while Team Nuts is going to be taking the lead of the division at 2-1. Team Nuts is the favorite to win the ball division, while Team Fasterthanruggs is the favorite to win the puck division. That will be the conclusion of this video. I hope we all had a great time this week. I know Team Smith did not, but I hope we all did. This is your host, Barnold, signing out for Week 3. Week 4's highlights will be coming up probably on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning-ish. Goodbye and good night.